Hey, what's up? I'm DJ Sixsmith. This is Sit Down. Look who's here. It's Keith
What's
David.
happening, man? How
What's
are
up, man?
you?
How are you?
I am excellent and looking to do better.
I like it. That's a good output right now. I think that's what we all need, especially with everything going on in the world.
Amen.
So why don't we talk a little NCIS New Orleans? You've done so many movies and TV shows. I mean, going through your career, it's pretty fascinating. What was the appeal about jumping on this show and playing Gene Holloway?
Oh, well, first of all, I get to work with an old friend, CCH Pounder. I get to play a love interest, but it is, I've always been a great admirer of Scott's work, and for a long time, and so, it was that. But the subject matter interested me as we are in this season of Black Lives Matter, and how and policing in general in the country, across the country, after the horrific death of George Floyd, and how that played out. And there are always two sides to a story, and then there's the truth. And the truth of the matter is, there's always going to be a negative element in our society. Those people, whether they're black, white, green, yellow, blue, who want to disrupt the peace, the general peace. Now, it's also a deep truth that we in this country suffer from a really imbalanced sense of racism and what that means. We have avoided the conversation for so long that things have been out of balance. But the imbalance of George Floyd, that has been going on forever.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with men getting badges for hunting slaves, calling them sheriffs. And we see it manifested today as we have seen laws implemented to keep slavery in place of some, we see laws implemented to keep those kinds of things perpetuated, where it's okay to shoot a black man and get away with it. Now, the important thing that was about this episode is that there are good men out there, mm-hmm. with great intentions of upholding the law and righteously, and being blinded by that imbalance, the societal imbalance of what it really is. The question that CC asks in the show: would he have shot so fast if it was a white boy? We'll never know that, because first of all, when you're in a dangerous situation and somebody is holding a gun on you, and the fear and adrenaline pumping through your veins, you don't know what you will do. And it's easy for you and I to sit on the sidelines and say, and my character is defending him because he believes he knows this man. He said, he's not that kind of guy to shoot out of the prejudice of the situation. But ultimately, I'm not even sure Gene knows that.
Yeah, there's a lot of different weighty topics that you guys address here, and I really appreciate the thoughtful response, because as a country, we're dealing with all this right now, and for a lot of people, this conversation has been going on for a long time. For some people, they're just tuning in for the first time, and really, it's an important thing to talk about. And even just the episode title and being biased, like just understanding there are racial biases, and we don't know how we're going to respond in these situations, and your character really speaks to that. So what was most surprising about playing this role? What were some of the challenges that you faced while diving into all this?
one of the surprises, which again is it's also real, how the character in the black character inside of their office, how he jumps, he jumps on this thing about how it must be nice in the house or whatever his reference was, and it's like, the other thing that we need to look at is not to make each other not be so quick to make each other the enemy.